Hello lovelies, Kelsey Ann Lovelady here with another vlog post about what's going on in my personal life. I'm sorry if I have to be a little bit quieter. My roommate came home a couple of days ago, so I'm just trying not to disturb her, so I apologize if I have to be a little quieter. But as you can probably tell, I'm not necessarily in a great mood. I'm not sad, I'm not upset, I'm not angry, I'm just tired. And that's because nothing necessarily bad happened today. You know, it was a pretty good day overall, actually. But you know, around 1 in the afternoon, I just started to become exhausted, and not necessarily in a way of like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep. It's exhaustion with the situation. Before my grandfather broke his leg, I had technically been doing this for about 4 months. And since he's come home, I've done it for another 2 months. So that's two and a half months, I guess. So that's, 6.5 months. Sorry, that's my phone. Somebody's trying to message me. But that's 6.5 months of doing this very hard job. Anybody who thinks it's easy to be a caregiver or a nurse, you have no clue what you're talking about. This is not easy in the least. It's never been easy in the least. So I've been doing this job that I'm not getting paid for, and that I never wanted to do in the first place. Like I said, I didn't get a choice in this. This was just forced onto me, and I had to do it because that's what family does. And I've been doing that for 6 months, 6.5 months now, with a tiny, very nice, but not necessarily perfect break in between. I am thoroughly exhausted with this situation, so much so that the good days are not necessarily even good because I just don't want to do this anymore, and I don't have a choice. I can't just stop showing up to help take care of my grandfather. I can't just abandon my mom like that. I have to keep doing it. I have no choice. And the really shitty part is, if I knew when I didn't have to keep doing this anymore, if I knew the date which, my duties were fulfilled, I would probably be able to hang on. But as it stands, there's no, for lack of a better term, light at the end of the tunnel, because we have no idea when and if something will ever change. As it stands right now, the only way that I can be relieved of this burden is 3 ways. 1, I get a job, which, fingers crossed, that happens before the end of next month. Now, yes, I want a job. Yes, I want benefits. Yes, I want to earn a paycheck. At the same time, I can't help but think in my mind, it's gonna be really rough to go from this technically 70-hour-a-week job into a typical 40-hour-a-week job where I get a weekend, but weekends will probably be spent helping my mom take care of my grandfather, depending upon how that goes and what happens. It's going to be rough because I've not had a vacation, really. Like, the time that my grandfather was in rehab centers was my quote-unquote vacation. At the same time, it really wasn't a vacation because COVID was happening. We were worrying about all of that, and it's not like I could just stop working because I was working on my writing and my YouTube videos and everything else, because I really hadn't had the time to do any of that while I was taking care of my grandfather. Barely have time to do it now. I have made it work, but basically I haven't had a vacation. When was my last vacation? I took a night away from home sometime in, I want to say January, because I just needed some space. But I really haven't had a good long vacation probably since really before my grandfather moved in. It was probably August when I had a quote-unquote vacation. It was more of a staycation, which, you know, staycations are great too. But basically I haven't been able to rest since then, and that was almost a year ago. So if I find a job, yes, I'm going to be very happy. It's just going to be very rough transition is all. That's the one way that my duties could end. The second way that my duties could end is my mom retires, which is not going to happen until December. My mom would like to keep working past her retirement age, just doing something else. But then I could at least say, okay, can we maybe take some of the weight off of me so that it's more of an even situation between me and her. Like I said, that's not going to happen for sure until December, and then after that, I don't know what she is going to choose to do. She may choose to continue to keep working. And the third option, that this all ends and I have this burden off my shoulders, is the option no one should be hoping for. Nevertheless, when you're desperate, sometimes your mind goes to dark places. I'm exhausted with all of this. I have been for so long. I just want it to be over. Because this is not just, physically exhausting, taking care of a person who's 96, who's gone through insane medical procedures all in the last, year. It's emotionally exhausting and it's mentally exhausting, and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired. I know this is what family is supposed to do for each other, but this is just fucking killing me in so many ways. I'm in a better place than I was right before I moved, because now there's some hope. I at least have some space between myself and the situation. But at the same time, it's just so exhausting. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. If anybody has ever been a caregiver and can recommend some great mental health resources for caregivers, please let me know. I could use all the advice and guidance I can get. But for now, I'll leave you guys there tonight. Probably won't be checking in tomorrow. It's my Dungeons and Dragons game. Hopefully that's a little bit of the respite that I need. But I'll probably see you guys Monday evening. Thank you for watching this video. Bye, guys.